All right, this is 6th grade Excel, lesson number 43, calculating elapsed time in minutes across the 12 on a clock. We're going to be looking at how much time. Elapsed time means how much time has gone by from one time to the next. Here's our first sample problem, and we're going to work through kind of step by step so you can see how a more complicated problem would be done. It is 3:45. How many minutes is it before 4 o'clock? So here's a clock. 3:45, the minute hand is pointing over here to 45 minutes, and then to be 4 o'clock, it has to be pointing way up to here, right? So that hand has to work its way up here. How many minutes is that to go from 3:45 to 4 o'clock? Write it down here in this blank if you can beat me on writing it, hopefully. And the answer is 15 minutes, right? Okay, our next question says it is 4:20. How many minutes after 4 o'clock is it? Here's 4 o'clock, and then it goes to 4:20, comes down to here, right? How many minutes is that? Well, obviously from 4 o'clock to 4:20 is 20 minutes. Sebastian practiced the piano from 3:45 to 4:20. Here's 3:45, here's 4:20. How many minutes did he practice? From the answers to numbers 1 and 2, you know the number of minutes before 4 o'clock and the number of minutes after 4 o'clock. Therefore, the answer to the question is 15 plus 20, which equals 35 minutes. He practiced for 35 minutes. So from 3:45 to 4:20, it's going, the minute hand is going up here to the hour and then down here to the 20 minutes after. So you have 20 minutes on the front end of the hour and 15 minutes on that back end of the hour. And so 15 plus 20 makes 35. Sebastian practiced the piano from 2:45 to 4:20. How many minutes did he practice? Well, in order to solve this one, you have to go from 2:45 to 3 o'clock. And how many minutes would that be? Go ahead and write this down on your paper. Copy what I'm writing, please. Okay, and then then you have to go from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, right? Because we got to get to 4:20. How many minutes is it from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock? That would be 60 minutes, right? And then from 4, as we talked about before, from 4 to 4:20, that's 20 minutes. Okay, how many minutes is that altogether? 5, right here. And then 8 plus 1 is 9. 95 minutes altogether. Now we go to one more problem that's kind of like this last one, and I'm going to have you try this one on your own. Sebastian practiced the piano from 2:45 to 6:20. Before we did 2:45 to 4:20. We're going to go to 6:20. So you're going to have to figure out how many minutes from 2:45 to the next hour, and then do every hour, add 60 minutes, and then do your minutes from 6 to 6:20. Add all those minutes together. We're not doing how many hours and minutes, it's just total minutes. So go ahead and pause the video, show your work, write your answer on the line down here, turn the video back on when you're ready to see the solution. Okay, so what you should have done is from 2:45 to 3 is 15 minutes, right? Then you go from 3 to 6. Well, from 3 to 6 is 3 hours. And if there's 60 minutes in each hour, that's 180 minutes. 60 times 3 is 180. Or you could write 60, 60, and 60 if you like to. And then from 6 to 6:20 is obviously 20 minutes. Now when I add all these together, 180 plus 20 is 200, 215. You should have gotten 215 minutes. All right, keep moving on. Now here are two problems that are a lot like the problem that we just learned how to do. So I'd like you to pause the video. Let's do one at a time. Just do number 5. Turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. It says Mia played softball from 4:35 to 7:20. So we have to go from 4:35 to 5 o'clock first. How long is that? Well, from 4:30 to 5 o'clock is 30 minutes, and this is 5 minutes after 4:30. So we have 5 less minutes. So that's 25 minutes, right? And then from 5 to 7 is how many minutes? Well, that's 2 hours. 2 hours times 60, that's 120 minutes. And then from 7 to 7:20 is obviously 20 minutes. We have to add all these together. 5, 2, 4, 6, and then the 1. 165 minutes. All right, pause the video, try number 6, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. So Jorge started his chores at 1:55, and he finished at 5:25. So we got to find out how many minutes that is. 1:55 to 2 o'clock first. How many minutes is that? Well, that's 5 minutes before 2 o'clock, right? So that's only 5 minutes. And then from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we could put that in there. We could just put it 2 and 5. That's 3 hours, 60 minutes per hour. 60 times 3 is 180. And then last, we got to go from 5 to 5:25, which is obviously 25 minutes. 5 zeros to the 25. Add them all together. Carry the 1. That's 11. That's 210 minutes. And that's it. Thanks for watching.